Okay, going all the way back to slavery, there's always been a huge feud between light-skinned black people and dark-skinned black people. I mean, if you go back to slavery, all the dark-skinned black people worked out in the fields, and all the light-skinned black people got to work in the house, and they thought they were so much better than the field Negroes. And virtually the same mindset goes on today in today's society, where there's some light-skinned black people that think they're so much better than dark-skinned black people. I mean, this same ignorant mentality has been going on since slavery. Now, there's a lot of people who hate against dark-skinned black women. They call dark-skinned black women ugly. Dark-skinned black women are charcoal. I mean, it's complete ignorance. In my personal opinion, color means absolutely nothing. When it comes to beautiful women, color means nothing. In every race of woman, in every texture of woman, there's beautiful women. A dark-skinned black woman can be just as beautiful as any light-skinned black woman. I mean, Naomi Campbell is a dark-skinned, beautiful black woman. Same thing with Gabrielle Union. These are dark-skinned, beautiful women. And it just blows me away when I hear people say a woman has to be red in order to be good looking. A woman has to be a red bone in order to be hot. I mean, that's complete ignorance in my personal opinion. I mean, every man has their own preferences and what they like or dislike, but I think that has a lot to do with more of the media's brainwash than what's actual preference. Because if you're saying that only light-skinned women and non-black women can be beautiful, I think that's complete self-hating bullshit in my personal opinion. And for any black man to say anything like that, if you must be a severely self-hating black person, sucking up to Lil Wayne's bullshit and Lil Wayne's ignorance. Because dark-skinned black women are beautiful. Brown-skinned black women are beautiful. I mean, it doesn't really matter about race. It's not really about race. A beautiful woman is a beautiful woman, no matter what race she is, in my personal opinion. When I hear somebody say, oh, they'll look at a dark-skinned woman and they'll say she's only beautiful for a dark-skinned woman, I think that's just complete ignorance. I think that has to do with more of the media's brainwash. And I think that's a slavery. I also think that's a slavery mentality. That's a slavery mentality that goes all the way back to slavery. And a lot of people think slavery is gone, dead and gone, but a lot of that slavery mentality is still in our consciousness. A lot of that mentality is still in black people's consciousness in today's society, where they look at anything that's not black is looked at as being beautiful, and anything that's black is looked at as being ugly. I mean, that's just complete ignorance in my personal opinion. I think we need to be being proud of being black. Any dark-skinned women watching this video, be proud of who you are as a dark-skinned black woman. Be proud of your skin texture. Dark-skinned women age better than any other race of woman. Like, you'll see a dark-skinned black woman that'll be in her 50s and 60s, and she'll look like she in her 30s. Because dark-skinned black women, they age better than any other race of woman, in my personal opinion. You'll see a light-skinned or a non-black woman, and they'll be in their 40s and look like they're in their 50s and 60s. So there's a lot of good traits to being a dark-skinned person, because you're not going to age as much. You're going to look young for a long time. So for all the black women that look down on themselves and have this low self-esteem because you're being criticized for being too dark, don't even listen to these ignorant people. There's a lot of good things about being a dark-skinned woman. There's a lot of good things about being dark-skinned, period. And I think every black person should be proud of their skin texture, whether you're dark-skinned or light-skinned or brown-skinned like I am. You should be proud of your skin texture. You should be proud of who you are as a black person.